Welcome back to the channel, explorers. Today we're heading deep into the rugged terrain of Utah to investigate one of the most talked about mysteries in modern treasure hunting. Blind Frog Ranch has captured imaginations across the world, and at the center of it all sits a curious feature people call the Golden Staircase. What is it? Who built it? And what could possibly be hidden beneath those weathered stone steps? Let's find out together. Blind Frog Ranch is a sprawling property tucked into the wild landscapes of Utah's Uinta Basin. It's a place of dramatic cliffs, hidden caves, and underground water systems that seem almost impossible to fully map. The ranch became famous through television, but long before cameras arrived, locals whispered about strange happenings here. To understand the Golden Staircase, we first need to appreciate just how remote, mysterious, and geologically unusual this entire region truly is. Legends surrounding this land stretch back generations. Stories tell of Spanish explorers, outlaws, and even ancient peoples who may have used these caves for shelter or storage. Some accounts describe hidden gold, lost mines, and secret passages carved into the rock. Whether these tales are fact, folklore, or a blend of both, they set the stage for everything that followed. The Golden Staircase sits right at the intersection of history, mystery, and human curiosity. So what exactly is the Golden Staircase? Described by those who've explored the ranch, it appears to be a series of stepped rock formations descending into the earth. Some believe these steps are natural, shaped by centuries of flowing water and shifting stone. Others are convinced they were carved deliberately by human hands, leading down towards something intentionally hidden. This debate between natural and man-made is what makes the staircase so endlessly fascinating. When explorers first encountered the staircase, many were struck by how orderly it seemed. Steps that appear too even, too consistent, can spark the imagination instantly. Could ancient miners have shaped this path to reach a vein of gold? Or is our brain simply finding patterns in random geology, as humans so often do? First impressions are powerful, but responsible investigation requires that we slow down and examine every possibility carefully before drawing conclusions. One of the biggest challenges at Blind Frog Ranch is water. The underground caverns are frequently flooded, making exploration difficult and dangerous. Divers and equipment must contend with murky visibility, tight spaces, and unpredictable currents. This water may be the very reason the staircase remains such an enigma. It conceals whatever lies below, protecting its secrets, while making every descent a genuine test of courage, patience, and careful planning. Let's consider the scientific explanation first. Geologists know that water, over thousands of years, can carve remarkably regular shapes into soft rock. Layers of sediment erode at different rates, sometimes producing step-like terraces that look almost artificial. In limestone-rich regions, dissolving minerals create caves, tunnels, and formations that defy expectations. It's entirely possible the Golden Staircase is a stunning example of nature's patient artistry, requiring no human involvement whatsoever to exist. But not everyone is convinced by nature alone. Supporters of the man-made theory point to the uniformity of the steps and their apparent alignment leading somewhere specific. They argue that natural erosion rarely produces such purposeful-looking pathways. If humans did carve these steps, the question becomes overwhelming. Who, when, and why? Answering that could rewrite parts of the region's history and reveal an untold story hidden beneath the Utah soil. Long before ranchers and explorers, indigenous peoples lived throughout the Uinta Basin. They knew this land intimately, using caves for shelter, ceremony, and survival. Could the staircase be connected to these ancient cultures? Some researchers believe early inhabitants may have modified natural formations to suit their needs. If so, the staircase might be a precious cultural artifact, deserving respect and preservation. rather than simply a stepping stone toward buried treasure and riches. Another popular theory involves Spanish explorers. Historical records suggest Spanish expeditions passed through Utah centuries ago, searching for gold and other resources. Legends claim they discovered mines and hid their riches when threatened, intending to return later. Could the Golden Staircase lead to a forgotten Spanish cache? While thrilling to imagine, historians urge caution, noting that many such stories grow larger with each retelling, blending genuine history with wishful thinking and romantic embellishment. The modern fascination with Blind Frog Ranch is driven partly by dedicated treasure hunters who've invested time, money, and enormous effort into exploring it. Their determination is genuinely inspiring. They face flooded tunnels, collapsing rock, and countless setbacks, yet they persist. Whatever your opinion on hidden gold, you can't help but admire people willing to chase a dream with such passion, discipline, and unwavering belief in the possibility of discovery. Today's explorers bring impressive technology to the search. Underwater cameras, sonar mapping, ground-penetrating radar, and advanced diving gear allow investigators to peer into places once completely inaccessible. These tools help separate fact from fantasy, revealing the true shape of tunnels and formations hidden beneath the surface. Technology doesn't remove the mystery entirely, but it gives us honest, measurable data, grounding our wildest theories in something we can actually observe and study. When cameras descend into these watery depths, what do they reveal? Explorers have reported strange metallic objects, unusual formations, and passages that seem to continue endlessly downward. Skeptics point out that murky water and limited light can trick the eye and camera alike. Interpreting these images requires humility and expertise. A shape that looks like a treasure chest might simply be rock, sediment, or debris settled over many long decades. One of the most intriguing pieces of evidence involves metal detection. Some investigators report strong signals coming from deep beneath the staircase, suggesting significant metallic material below. Naturally, this fuels excitement about buried gold or hidden artifacts. However, metal detectors can respond to many things: mineral deposits, iron-rich rock, or naturally occurring ores. Until someone physically retrieves and examines whatever is triggering these readings, the true source remains an open, tantalizing question. We can't discuss the Golden Staircase without acknowledging real danger. Underwater cave exploration is among the most hazardous activities on Earth. Flooded passages can disorient even experienced divers, and rock formations can shift without warning. The people investigating Blind Frog Ranch put themselves at genuine risk with each descent. This reminds us that curiosity, while wonderful, must always be balanced with careful preparation, respect for nature, and an unwavering commitment to safety. As with any great mystery, it's important to separate verified fact from exciting fiction. Television dramatizes, legends exaggerate, and the human mind loves a good story. That doesn't mean the Golden Staircase isn't remarkable. It absolutely is. But approaching it with an open yet critical mind serves us best. We can celebrate the wonder and possibility while still demanding solid evidence before declaring anything certain. That balance is the heart of true exploration. Why does a set of stone steps in Utah capture worldwide attention? Perhaps because it speaks to something deep within us, the desire to discover, to uncover secrets, and to believe that mystery still exists in our mapped, modern world. The Golden Staircase represents adventure itself. It reminds us that the Earth still holds surprises, and that the thrill of not knowing can be just as valuable as any treasure. Beyond gold and legends, Blind Frog Ranch teaches us about geology, history, and human perseverance. Every expedition adds to our understanding of underground water systems, cave formation, and the region's rich past. Even if no treasure ever emerges, the knowledge gained is genuinely valuable. Sometimes the greatest reward isn't the prize we imagined, but the wisdom, experience, and appreciation for our natural world that we gain along the challenging journey itself. So what's next for the Golden Staircase? Future explorations, improved technology, and continued dedication may eventually reveal the truth. Perhaps divers will finally reach the bottom, or scientists will conclusively explain the formation's origins. Whatever happens, each step forward brings us closer to answers. The story is still being written, and that ongoing sense of possibility keeps explorers returning, cameras rolling, and audiences like you eagerly watching to see what emerges next. As we wrap up, remember that the Golden Staircase remains a beautiful blend of mystery, science, and human ambition. Whether it hides ancient gold or simply showcases nature's artistry, it inspires us to stay curious and keep exploring. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, subscribe, and share your own theories in the comments below. Until next time, keep wondering, keep learning, and keep exploring.